Yes, me and Jared sound exactly alike.
And then, my thing is like also we sound alike and then happen to say the same thing, like the same, like, wow, what are the odds?
You guys can't make fun of me. My last hour was rough.
I can and I will.
Oh, my insides feel real bad. What?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
Are we supposed to hear the whole thing?
Yeah, you heard the theme song like everyone else does.
Oh, I didn't hear.
What?
I just heard
all of it.
Bum, 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 and then that's it.
And then that's it.
Oh, really?
That's all I heard.
Well,
I don't know.
Now I don't. Is this part of the podcast? I don't know if I should start over. It's getting really meta, and it's making me feel weird.
I think today is just a really weird day.
It's a weird day.
It's a weird day.
It's a weird day. So Tiffany, you. I know I'm backtracking what I said, but I'm going to mention the movie we're watching. Great Wall, but it's okay because Tiffany in Asian recommended this movie.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Just wanted
Asian.
And Asian. I just want to get ahead of that before we get the tweets about this
I'm
movie.
at least the size of 2 Asians. Horizontally, not vertically.
I was like, I don't know if you're that short. So you like this movie?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess maybe. So this movie came out, and everyone's just like, "What the heck?" Because it's Matt Damon as the typical white savior for like an Asian group of people, and for some reason everyone's like really skilled at what they do, but for some reason a white guy comes in and saves the day, right? He's not trained, obviously everyone else is super trained, and so it's just another typical of that story. But then the commercials came out and everyone's like, oh, whatever. The second run of commercials came out, and then they introduced monsters, so that's what got me excited for this, and so I watched it. Wasn't that bad. If you can get past the whole like trope of the white savior, I didn't think it was bad. So I wanted to share it with you guys.
All right. So you guys didn't know what you're listening to. This is Buffer Buddies. We're a movie night podcast. It's just like a movie night with your friends, but anytime, anywhere, in the car, at home, watch along with the movie if you even want. And I'm Jared from UpDownLeftDie.
I'm Tiffany from UpDownLeftDie.
I am RestinPeace119, Rest in Peace 120, Rest in Peace, hot, delicious, fresh, delicious pizza. There's
Italian,
so many. I'm Italian tasty, hot, fresh, delicious pizza. That's right. Rest in Buddhist. There's many, many more.
And the list is growing on every day. We also have Chris Alberti, Dimples, and Seichiyami in silent chat. Nice to have you back, Seichiyami. So yeah.
Oh, thanks. It's great to be back.
I'm here too. I'm Oranya.
My name is Seichiyami, and I sound like an old-timey radio guy.
Literally no one. There's like no intersection of our Twitch fans and our podcast fans who got that joke. Like there's like that one guy's like, yeah.
And that one guy is you.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one did a Julia impression.
A what? A Julia impression?
Julia?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't do impressions on here. This is that kind of podcast.
Oh, okay. My bad.
What is a Julia?
Jesus.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do Julia's job.
Julia, how did you get out of school?
Long time no talk from Japan. It's just me, but higher. Not higher, but louder.
Okay, you guys. We're watching The Great Wall. I'm going to hit play on this and continue our conversation over the movie, ignoring it like we always do.
Holy crap, that's loud.
It's quite loud.
make it not loud.
So I was making sure the subtitles worked for this movie, and of course I jumped to the part of the movie where it's just all the characters staring at each other, like at the worst scene. I'm like, go say something. And it was just like the people looked at them, and they looked back, and they threw their swords on the ground, and they threw more swords on the ground, and then the guy nudged him, and he threw more swords. I'm like, say something. I just want to make sure that the words are there.
That looked like the cat, like the that I don't know why, but I thought of Shrek when I saw that animation in the beginning.
Shrek. Didn't you know Shrek came from China?
Is this not DreamWorks?
This is Workstream.
Oh, are those Dothraki?
Oh, I love Pokemon.
Everyone's crazy tonight. Why is everyone crazy?
Did you want to share your story?
I had a rough hour, you guys.
I love it because I was like, I just saw it like live on Twitter, and then you're like, I'm gonna be late. And I'm just like,
So, I guess.
but can I tell it from my perspective?
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's like, so I have alert notifications for Tiffany's tweet. So my phone goes beep bloop, and I look at it, and Tiffany's like, "Oh man, I have to go home, and there's all this traffic." And then it's like, "Wow, I really don't have that much gas." And then a photo of like sweats, and it's like 3 miles range. And then she messaged me, "I'm not gonna make it." So like that progression of like joke tweets become like more real and serious. We're like, it's so funny. It's like, oh, that's so great. Yeah, Friday night, definitely sucks when you're like, traffic. Oh, wow, yeah, you really should get gas. Oh, wow, I really hope you make it to get gas. You didn't make it getting gas.
So, I'm kind of embarrassed because my mom earlier this week was like, make sure you always have like half a tank of gas. And I was like, yeah,
Half a tank? Are you filling up every half tank?
Like just make sure that you always have gas in case of emergencies is like kind of like the mentality.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to her, obviously. And then so when I went to work, well, this morning I was like, oh, I'll get gas before I go to work. But then I slept in. Mm-hmm. And so I was going to be late to work, so I didn't get gas. And then I was like, oh, no, I'll go on my lunch. That didn't happen.
This is my problem every day.
Yeah, I was too lazy to leave work to go to lunch or anything. I didn't even like get lunch. I didn't bring lunch. I freaking found a bagel on the counter.
You found a bagel?
There's a bagel on the ground. I guess it's mine now.
No. I mean, like someone brought bagels,
cream
but
cheese, like in
that's the thing.
Bottom of the fridge, so it's like all watery and.
I wish I did. I just found the bagel and I ate the bagel by itself.
And then someone's like, everyone's seen my bagel. I just put it on the counter.
The thing is, no, that's not what happened. But the thing is, bagels always make me sick.
Yeah, that too. Why did you do that?
So I spent the whole day just being kind of like not feeling the greatest. And then so I decided to just leave early, right? And so but I was like, oh, well, I'll just leave early. Let me just go get gas before I head home. And then I got in my car and I was like, you know what? I'll make it. I'll make it home. And then so I was driving and then 20 miles turned into 10 miles and then 10 miles turned into 7. And I was like, oh, maybe I should like exit the freeway to get gas.
Your car tells you.
Yeah, it
with
does.
a little light. And then you're like, well, I better go to the very next gas station that I see.
Yeah, so I decided to ignore it. And so
you just put a sticker
tweeted,
over it and you're like, nice, happy face sticker.
Pretty much. So as I was driving, I get stuck in traffic, and then like any person that should not be doing this, I was tweeting while in traffic, and I was like, oof, low on gas and in traffic, hope I make it home. And so I kept thinking, maybe I should exit here. Maybe I should exit here. I kept driving. Maybe I should exit here. Didn't do any of that. Got down to the range of 3 miles and I took a picture of it and tweeted that. And I was like, oh boy, I'm going to regret all of this. And so finally, when it was down to like 2 miles or whatever. And in my defense, people make it when it says 0, you know. I just pulled over because I got nervous and I got gas at the first gas station that I saw. It was probably really expensive.
So you never...
And then poured gas and then was done. And then my car wouldn't start. It would not turn on. And I was like, no, why? So my car wouldn't start. And then I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to ask anyone. And I was trying to like Google why, like the symptoms of I was trying to WebMD my car symptoms, and it said the battery, so it didn't even relate to the gas thing, which is like crazy pants to me. I had to make a few phone calls, and then eventually someone helped me out, and that someone was my dad. Thank you, Dad.
I actually had a similar thing, but I wasn't low on gas when I had like battery issues. And then I had to go and get gas in my car when it started at the gas station. That was super like dumb.
That's scary.
It's annoying as hell because there's like people everywhere, and you're like, well, I can't just sit here at the pump. So I just started pushing it out of the way, and then some guy helped me, and then I just like pushed off to the side, and then I called AAA. AAA will also do battery placements, and it's pretty reasonable for the price if you have AAA.
This podcast not sponsored by AAA.
Not sponsored by AAA, but also if you have AAA, it's a good tip because it's like you could either go to the store and like do like have to. It's a big pain if you go to the store in the car that needs the battery. You either have to like drive home, swap it out, or no, if you're not in the car that needs the battery, you have to drive home, swap it out, then drive back. Or if you drive it to the store, then you have to like bring tools and do it in the parking lot. But if you call AAA, they'll just do it for you on the spot, and it's like the same price. So
here's the thing, Jared. Also, these details that I missed out on. For some reason, the gas station I decided to pull into was the darker of the two gas stations that were there.
Oh god!
And across the street was the very bright and very modern and very nice looking gas station.
And the one with the cheaper gas for some reason. For
some reason, I decided to go to the dirtier, jankier, darker, poorly lit.
The gas was $1 more per gallon for some reason. The 7-Eleven gas stations here are nice. I don't know about where you're from.
I don't know. There was also a guy who kept circling around my car. That was making me real nervous.
Oh my god.
Was he a shark man? Was he a street shark?
He was a man who was very jittery and wore a beanie and kept picking up things off the floor around my car many, many times. And I kept ducking lower because I was like, I don't want to make eye contact. And so
this is when you should. Wow.
This is when you should have got in your car and drove away. Oh,
I was gonna. Well, yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, oh wait.
Yeah. So it was in the middle of making and additionally, I was making phone calls and no one would pick up, and so that's when I was just like, oh man, this is a feeling that I don't ever want to feel again. And then eventually, I called my brother-in-law, and he said that he could go, but he was watching like the kids, and I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let me try my parents. So I called my dad, and then after a while, he picked up.
Like they did that. You're like, who was it? Who did you call? The first one?
My brother-in-law?
Yeah, your brother-in-law.
No, I called.
I love it if he was like, yeah, I could get out there, but like not till like Tuesday. Can you wait till I can make it out Tuesday at 5? Honestly. Is that good for you?
That's kind of how it felt, because like, you know, like after maybe like 7 calls and no one picked up, and I was like, oh, Bean. And I was gonna call you and ask you, Jared, but then at the same time, I was like, Jared would probably hate me forever, and he doesn't want to drive down here.
I would have to drive so far. Also, you could be like, if you called me like I was there though. I was on my way. I like passed through. Like if you called me earlier, I would have.
You passed Tiffany and was just like, "Hey, Tiffany, bye."
She's like, wait, jumping up and down, SOS, and I'm like, "Hi, yeah, I see you."
Yeah. But anyway, so my dad came, and then the crazy guy, was like not there. I don't know where he went, and then
in your trunk.
Bean. That. But yeah, that was.
It's like a zombie movie. You got to check the back seats.
It was very like progressively like, these are really bad luck things. This is like if everything that could happen just happened right now. Like that's how I felt. But I have a knife in my car, so at the very least,
you would probably end up stabbing yourself at the very
yeah, honestly,
at the very least.
But yeah, so that was a thing.
Also, after testing the subtitles, I don't know why they're not working. So I don't know. I'm sorry. After all that, the subtitles don't work. I don't know what to do about that.
Is that Willem Dafoe?
That's Matt Damon right there.
No,
that's Willem Dafoe.
That's an Asian lady.
Is it Willem Dafoe?
It's Willem Dafoe. Lots of makeup, lots of plastic surgery to look like the Asian lady. A very controversial decision to look like her.
The main star is Scarlett Johansson.
Oh my god.
Scarlett Johansson, white facing as Matt Damon, right? And then culturally appropriating. I think I figured it out. I get it now.
Hello, Seichi.
Hello.
Is this armor historically accurate?
It is Willem Dafoe.
It is Willem Dafoe.
I don't know, man. I don't know anything.
Tiffany, you're the Asian.
I don't know if it's historically accurate because they wear that now.
They wear what? You're
I'd
cutting
love
out
to
a
have
little bit.
subtitles.
They wear it now.
They wear that armor now?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm making a joke, Jared.
Oh.
Play with me. You can't. So
That's cool.
I guess
I love
story.
that arcade game.
That arcade game, the Taiko game, is really, really difficult.
I did all right. I don't think I played
But
it on like a
it
super hard
hurts
difficult.
your hand. It hurts my hand.
I think you're doing it wrong. You know you're supposed to play with little drumsticks, right?
Oh wait, what? I'm just kidding.
I want to get it for like the Switch, but it's like that whole like yeah. Well, it's weird. It's that whole thing. I'm not sure if if the games are being sold come with the thing, and if it's separate, and do I need is it compatible with the American Switch? I haven't done all my research yet, but
did they have a Nintendo Labo version?
It just falls apart. You hit it once, and the whole thing just breaks. I mean, from what I saw, the drum kit thing is like $40, I think, which is like kind of all right. But I just I got to do all the research on like if there's an American version and whatnot. But I know saying he had it, but he had like a modded. What was he playing on? Whatever he was playing on, he had like a Japanese version of the thing, and he was playing it. PlayStation 4? It might have been a Japanese PlayStation 4. I don't know.
So the story so far is that Matt Damon showed up, and now they're just like, "Hey, Matt Damon," and everyone's just like,
"Fix
cool.
it."
Yeah, I'm a big fan. So check out this wall that I built.
I love your movies. Can you fix this? Is the problem that there's a hole in their wall, and then he has to he plugs his finger in it, and it's like that the story about the kid in Holland.
What?
There's
don't.
Okay, let me Google it.
Before you
wait. Boy in the striped pajamas.
No, that sounds awful.
No?
That sounds like not what he's referring to at all.
No.
No. Okay.
It's
okay.
But
okay. So controversial. It's called The Hole in the Dike. DIKE though, because that's what they're called in Holland. That's what they're called. Not the other spelling.
I like your disclaimer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Hole in the Dike, and it's like a little kid. He's walking along, and there's a hole in the dike, and it's like leaking water. And I think he plugs with his finger, but no one knows he's out there, so he's like out there all night. But he saves the town from flooding. I don't know, something stupid.
Is that real?
It's. I don't think it's real. It's a children's book.
Oh, I see.
I doubt it's based on a true story. Okay, so this is the abridged adaptation of Mary Maples Dodge's classic tale about a boy who saves Holland from a disastrous flood. Is And no, that's just a description of the rest of the book. That's on it. Most of the artwork is made by the person in the book I'm looking at. This children's book. Artwork is made by the person who makes the Very Hungry Caterpillar book. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So what was my joke? Oh yeah, there's a hole in the Great Wall, and they asked him to stick his finger in it. So now you guys get my joke. Now everyone's filled in on that.
But can we talk about that CGI in the beginning of the film where they were cutting that hand off, and they just kind of cut the hand off and just showed the hand and show what it was belonged to? Like
they didn't show what it belonged to?
We didn't have the budget for this. We're just going to show that we cut off its hand.
I think that they were like alluding to like, ooh, there's monsters, but we're not going to show you. You have to wait for the whole movie.
You're kind of not supposed to know.
Oh, what is that?
I thought that the trailer revealed too much. At the same time, revealing that there's monsters in this movie made me want to watch it, but I wish I watched it without knowing that there was monsters.
Yeah, it would have been a pretty good twist.
It's like, okay, the thing about... I don't know who directed this, and I don't know who wrote this or whatever, but this is very typical of a lot of like these Chinese like historical, where it's just crazy. You just gotta go along with it, honestly. People fly through bamboo trees and stuff like that in these things. You just gotta give it to them. Chinese people are magic. That's all you need to know.
Well, I just assume this isn't like our universe. You know, this is alternative universe with magic in it. And like,
but that's why I think I like
can
this
walk
movie
on
a lot.
treetops.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I think I like this one a lot, because it does feel like these old movies that I used to watch and stuff and things. But everything's so colorful and color coordinated.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, because I feel like any movie that's like at least a little bit historically accurate, they weren't colorful because they didn't really have
colors. Everything back then was black and white.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking. I feel like if anyone had dyes, it'd be China. But there's no way people are like dyeing their war armor, you know, like, or giving a crap about what their armor looks like. Also, I'm pretty sure it's not the landscape of China with that like huge like gouge in the land. Like, I don't think I remember that being there in all those photos of the Great Wall.
That's where the aliens came.
Yes, the alien monsters.
Yeah.
I do like this conspiracy though. Like, they didn't build the Great Wall because of
people or whatever.
Mongolians. It's because of aliens and monsters. But the history books don't tell that story.
Yeah, it's basically Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Just kind of great.
Hold on. Is that there's a ton of monsters? I don't know why I thought it would be a lot less. They have a whole like. There's a bunch of monsters then. So yeah, this is like not even Earth.
I think they're alien.
I feel like this isn't even Earth then. That's a lot.
I think aliens invaded. They're stopping an alien invasion. I think that's
you know what?
happening.
You're right though. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that's like alien invasion, but in the past. It's always like Independence Day.
Propaganda, man.
Yeah. I like that then. Like, what if aliens came and we didn't have literally any technology? I guess that's why they have to have magic, though, right? Because otherwise, you would be dead because we didn't have technology. Magic is the only thing that gives us a fighting chance. Old timey humans would be screwed against aliens.
It's not like magic, but it's very like you gotta suspend your disbelief stuff, kind of things. Like so, like this stuff is very flippy. Very. Let me do acrobats and stab people.
Incredibly inefficient way to kill these monsters with this like bungee jumping contraption where they use one stick at a time.
Let's do 4 at a time.
Yeah, you need hundreds of them. What are they doing? How is this effective?
But also they're all women because women are lighter in this.
Yeah. But it's like they're not even stabbing them and they're like bringing the stick back. They leave the stick down there, so you have to get another stick. So it's literally one stick at a time. Oh, she died. Yeah, who didn't see that coming?
It's you would think that.
They just stack up the bloody rings. They don't reuse them.
No, it's like
they're like,
this person
I gotta put this. We gotta put this in the dishwasher.
No, it's like respect. A person died on it. Now you gotta. kind of like their dog tag.
Oh, yeah.
Is Willem Dafoe blind in the movie?
William Dafoe is
like, he looked like he didn't know what it was like he didn't know what was happening.
I don't think
he probably just doesn't know that he's in.
Happening.
He doesn't like. He himself is like, I don't know what this movie is. I didn't read the script.
Willem Dafoe isn't even. He's not supposed to be in this movie. He kind of just walked off set.
He's like, what is this? Looks interesting. I'll stick around. Oh shoot, they're filming, and I'm on the wrong side of the camera. I'm stuck over here. I can't walk out now.
It's like that
Willem
Mr. Bean
Dafoe
movie.
never plays a character. He always plays himself playing a character.
I do like that Matt Damon and the other guy are like, they're tied up, right? Because they're just standing. Like, it just keeps cutting to them just staring. Like, it doesn't show them with anyone else in the scene. It's just them two staring. So I can only imagine they filmed like 5 minutes of them just sitting there on the ground. But
whoa, it's World War Z.
It's World War Z, but with aliens. But I like that, like, they're tied up, but they're on the wall. Like, they were like kind enough to bring them out so they could watch. Like, you're a prisoner, but also sit here and watch us.
Watch us die.
Yeah, watch us do bungee jumping. Why aren't they bungee jumping these guys? What are they doing? They're climbing right up the wall. Right up the wall. They're not bungee
Arrows do
jumping
not
at
seem
them.
effective.
Literally nothing
Whoa.
but. See, just look, they're cutting to them isolated with no one else in the scene besides, who's this other guy? Matt Damon, who's this other guy? I can't tell with the
Pedro
beard.
Pascal. He's from Game of Thrones, and he was
Oh,
in.
no way, that is. Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, he's in Kingsman.
What's his face?
I forgot. I don't
He
know
got
his
his head
name.
smashed. Spoiler alert.
Oh wow, you went there.
Oh, I remembered it when I was talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. I remember what I was going to try to say on stream last night was that the movie's very good and I like it and it's all good. It's a fine. I don't know what it's not really a documentary. It's I don't know what it's called, but it's one of those movies and it's good. But then in the credits they show clips of actual Queen, like historical, like footage of them.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's so funny though because they're so stiff. They look so bored, and it doesn't look like, and like, these movies always like hype it up like they're like geniuses. It's like any movie about anyone ever, they're always like, and then I had an idea, and then it's like, wow, you're a genius. But like, how like that's not really how it totally works. But the footage of them playing, they're all just standing there like so still, so stiff. And then like the guitarist is like barely even smiling, and it's just like the weird, like the contrast between that and the movie was so funny to me. And I was trying to say that on stream, but I couldn't remember what I was talking about. And then there's a trailer for during that movie. There's a trailer for a movie about Elton John. Did you see that, Tiffany?
No, I haven't.
So it's Eggsy from Kingsman is Elton John.
No way.
And I thought it was so funny because what happened was Elton John was in Kingsman 2, and he's like, I was in your movie. You want to be in my movie? Okay, I'll be in your movie. It's like you're in my movie. Sounds good. Deal. Like they just
Basically
traded.
like YouTube collab.
Yeah, they like traded. It's so funny. I'm pretty sure it's Eggsy. I could be wrong because don't know actors, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh no! Now I have
This
to
is a
look it up.
bullfight now.
And that also looks good. Also, yeah, he's bullfighting the aliens, and then they. Okay, so he
what?
So he
What?
baited
What?
he baited the alien into like running at him, and they moved the red flag, and then the guy shot an arrow, which they've been doing the whole time, and for some reason now it works.
He shot an arrow in his like eyeball or something.
Oh.
It's like very specific.
Yeah, this is weird because it's like these are
was a
China,
weird sound
right?
effect.
These Chinese people have been fighting these aliens for who knows how long. They built a wall for it, and they're like, I can't do it. We're shooting all the arrows that we can. And then Matt Damon's other guy are like, but watch, I'll do a red flag and then kill them one shot.
That's the trope. That's the white savior trope, and that's why everyone was so mad at Iron Fist because remaking it, and you're just so like you have the opportunity to kind of change it. But then they're like, nope, we're keeping it because he was white in the comic books. But then you're just like, okay, but also...
I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because can we just talk about how Daredevil got canceled today?
Oh, yeah, Ripperoni.
It's the saddest news ever.
But it's probably to bring it onto their streaming platform. Pretty sure that's what they're trying to do. Because you know how
Yeah, it
Disney's
might have
trying
been
to-
just been canceled with the Netflix contract.
True.
But if they do bring it back on something else, it's probably not going to be Charlie Cox. Is that his name?
But it was so good.
Yeah, out of all of them, okay, besides Punisher was great. Out of all of them, Daredevil.
What was that? You cut out.
Daredevil was my favorite.
Oh, it was your favorite.
Besides Punisher. Punisher was
I
my
couldn't get
most
past
favorite.
the first 3 episodes. I kept falling asleep.
Punisher?
No, Daredevil. I tried
that
twice
one,
and I fell
does-
asleep twice.
It is a slow
can't.
burn, but when it picks
first
up, it really
season's
picks up.
definitely slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. I started watching it in the first or second season, and I was like, let me check this out. And I was like, played it, and was like, nope. And I was like, oh wow, I never fell asleep before like that. Let me try playing it and again. Oh, I fell asleep again. Okay, this isn't gonna work for me. And then like, 'cause then I'll be like, let me just get through it. And I played like episode 4. I'm like, I don't know who anyone is or what's happening. I couldn't I just couldn't.
Yeah. But Punisher is the best.
So is this the part where he goes into the forest and gets attacked by a bear?
Oh, is this? Wait.
Nope,
thinking of-
that's not the same person. Never mind.
You're
What am I
thinking
talking
Leonardo
about? Nope.
DiCaprio.
Nope, I have face blindness. I
Everyone
am
has
so
face
sorry.
See, at first I kind of, for some reason in the beginning of the movie, I thought it might have been Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know why I thought that was him. I quickly figured that one out before I said it and made myself sound like a fool.
Well,
Wow, aren't you a filmmaker recipe?
yep. I'm just
When you
goodbye.
apply for
Yep.
jobs, they're like, who's this? And they hold like a flashcard, and you're like, this, and who's this? And who's this? And who's this? And they're like,
It's kind of like how they
What if-
test like Starbucks people, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you make these drinks?
they make you drink it, and they go, what is the ingredients in this? But recipes. I'm watching Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
I'm like
so
I'm like
good.
episode 5 of season 2. Season 2 is a lot better than season 1. I think I talked about it on the stream. But I was laughing at I was kind of laughing because the show's good. I like it. It's not top shelf to me. It's like second tier. It misses some marks, and I really hate the music choices. But like what I was like the show though, I was like kind of getting frustrated with it because in season 1, the main character, Alfred, her story, she doesn't have a storyline. She doesn't do anything. It's just like, and I get that's kind of part of it. That's kind of what they're trying to show is like the monotony of her life. But it's also like I'm just always just like, please do a flashback. Please, oh yeah, flashback, yeah, and then flashback's over. And I'm like, this is so boring. And it's like all the flashbacks are really interesting, and I'm always just like dying for another flashback. But that's why season 2 is a lot better. It picks up for sure. But I was just like,
Especially when they go to Canada.
ruining
spoilers.
spoilers. I mean, they jumped back from Canada the whole show.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
yeah. But yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to say because almost anything I say where I'm at is kind of a spoiler. Not that I want to talk about the show. I just wanted to tell you about that I'm watching it because it's pretty good.
It's so good.
To me, it's not like because I have like my top shelf stuff and it's like Breaking Bad, Westworld, like stuff like that. It's not up there with them, but it's definitely worth watching.
I still haven't finished Westworld season 2.
I haven't even started. I don't know why I haven't. I really need to start that.
Like I got to the second episode and just like, nope.
No, it's bad.
I've heard people like hate it, like bad. Like it wasn't just like it wasn't good. Some people are like, this show's ruined for me. Like I don't know. I heard some pretty controversial things.
I just fell asleep and never picked it back up.
I should do that. I should get on that. Anyways, I was just trying to fill time because there was a big boring talking scene. And I hate those. Those are the worst for movie nights.
It's kind of worse because the subtitles don't work and they're speaking.
Yeah, at least
Not
I don't.
English.
I don't know why there's supposed to be at least ones for the Chinese. I don't know why. I totally tested this and I thought it was working.
Is it the bottom one?
No, it's supposed to be this one. I could try that. I did try that one before. I tried all 4 of these.
Oh, what have you done?
Every time I switch subtitles, it has to. Oh, it broke it. Oh, sorry, you guys. Podcast is over.
Podcast is over.
If you're listening live, you're to a movie. We're at 29 minutes and 48 seconds and going.
And it didn't work either.
Yeah.
Dang, ripperoni.
I wonder, like, I don't know, man. Let me try one more time. 30 minutes and 1 second and unpause. I don't think subtitles gonna work. I have no idea what's going on.
No.
I wish, like, at the very least,
Yeah?
I could understand them.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Maybe.
Can you put together some of your Portuguese and your Japanese and all your Duolingo and kind of smorgasbord?
Yeah, all my level 1 Duolingos.
Yeah. Why don't
With
you
my
start
Japanese minor?
Why don't you start right now on Chinese and see how far you could get?
You know what? I might. Where's my phone? Let's see. Let's see. Duolingo. They added Vietnamese.
They have like a bunch of stuff now. It's actually really cool. They picked up real fast. I wish that, I'm not sure if it existed. I don't think it did. I wish that existed in high school because I would have learned so much German so much better using that, like, or at least as a supplement to homework. I would have done so much better. I'm like so sad like that didn't exist. I'd almost say like I would actually pitch to the teacher like, can you just assign, because they added like a classroom feature that definitely didn't exist when I was in high school. It was like late college added it. They actually added like a classroom mode where like a teacher could like monitor progress. And I would have been like, can we do this instead? It was fun, easier, quicker, like more engaging, and I learned more from it.
So let me read you my. I just logged into my account. So Japanese, I got to level 8, but I was able to test out on all of them just because like I went to school for that. Not for that, but
I'm scared of testing out though and be like, yeah, I know this, and being like, oh wait, hold on, I learned it different. I don't know this.
Portuguese, I got up to level 7. French level 3, German level 2, Vietnamese level 1.
Nice.
So those were the languages I was learning. But let me see, where is Chinese? I feel like eating in a scene is like the easiest way to act. Like if you're like, I don't know how to act in the scene, let me just eat something.
But also,
and then...
they hate eating because then they have to like eat like so much food, and I heard it's like usually cold and like gross and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So.
But even just like snacking on something, like I feel like that's just a cheat.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like making you act better, like yeah, because you know how to act. Yeah. Like I mean, you know how to eat, so yeah, sure. But like I feel like it's like it would be annoying though.
Yeah.
Kissing scenes are the worst.
Oh, yeah, that seems really annoying too.
Ew, cooties.
Like having to do a kissing scene like 13 times is probably the hardest thing, like from a film standpoint. Like even behind the camera, being like watching the actors just be like so pissed at you, like they're like, another take, like really, like.
She's like, I swear I'm not doing it on purpose.
And again, do it one more time.
I remember this one of the stories for filming, filming, I guess, like the Last of Us, like the motion cap for it, was that, spoilers, I guess, for this really old game. At the very beginning, when the daughter dies in Joel's arms, I guess the director kept going, oh, there's just something not right, and like he would like act and he would imagine like, and he would get actually like sad and upset, and he to the point where he's just like, why are you making me do this? And then that last take was a take that they kept.
Wow,
that was neat.
I wish Matt Damon and his friend didn't shave. They looked more fitting.
Now they just look like white guys.
Yeah, like at least they look like they fit the era better. And now it's just like it's Matt Damon wearing armor. And it's kind of weird.
Just Matt Damon wearing armor.
It's like, oh, why does Jason Bourne have long hair for?
Jason Bourne went back in time.
Maybe that's
Bond.
why he's so. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's not like, oh, it's not the white savior. It's that he's a specially trained like CIA agent, and he's like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
He would be good at killing people and stuff. So maybe he is like.
This is actually
It's time travel. Yeah, time travel.
Yeah, present. Yeah.
So is Matt
Basically,
Damon just a hipster in this movie?
Yeah.
Or this is like 2000 and like 25, and aliens invaded, and like the whole of Earth like got destroyed, and they're like, this is like rudimentary technology. Like all of computers are gone. They infected the internet. I don't know.
That's actually pretty good.
And
I
this is
like
all
that
virtual.
Future. Yeah, it's all future.
Ooh.
And
This is just
like,
an MMO,
yeah.
virtual MMO. It's what's that movie? Ready Player One.
Yes.
Or Tron.
Or Tron.
No, they're not in the computer. I'm saying there is no more internet. Internet is gone.
right.
That's why it's so crap. Like that's why they're not like on computers and stuff. It's gone. So they had to build like analog stuff.
I feel like that's a movie, but I don't know what movie.
Yeah, Dipples said the whole Flintstones is a sequel to the Jetsons theory. Exactly. Technology's gone, so now we have bad
Whoa.
technology. Yeah,
I've never heard that before.
Neither have I.
I heard it like once from Dipples.
Flintstones is.
Dimples is the
That is
biggest
blowing my mind right
Flintstones
now.
fan.
Trust in each other.
I don't
Well,
know.
isn't that what Horizon Zero Dawn is about?
You kind of, I think, a little bit.
It's like a second civilization.
It's also Assassin's Creed for the second time in this podcast. That Assassin's Creed, the past was like a super crazy paradise called Eden, and then they blew it up.
Oh, and then yeah. I
You
remember.
damn dirty apes! You blew it up.
And then and
She
then
looks CGI.
her skin is just that good.
She looks like she's computer generated. I don't like it.
Her skin is just very, very clear. That porcelain skin. Very jealous. The only three non-Chinese people
Yeah. Is
all
there
connected in this movie.
is there like a Bechdel test, but for like the people of color in this movie? Like, do they ever have a conversation about themselves and not about the white guys? This.
And many things you should pray.
I wonder if there is a test that's like that.
Yeah, a people of color version of the Bechdel test.
I don't know. I feel like this movie had a lot of potential.
I mean,
I enjoyed it for what
again,
it
you
was.
like strip out like all the controversy or whatever. The premise is cool, like for sure. Like
Yeah.
the Great Wall was meant to keep out invaders, but the invaders aren't.
Keep out of it.
But pick out people. The Great Wall is meant to keep out invaders, but these invaders aren't human. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And then you go see the movie, and you're like, wow, monsters!
I thought you guys, wow, mom.
Wow,
Wow.
Wow.
there's monsters everywhere.
Oh gosh. What is that?
I had too many cigarettes.
Is this Aranya? Is Aranya?
Yeah.
Oh no. Dementors? Is that what he said?
I thought he said the mountains, but then he said regrouping. So I don't think mountains regroup.
Alien mountains, right?
I don't know. Wait, is this magic? Or is it like
no,
animated for
it's-
our benefit?
It's animated for your benefit.
Oh.
The aliens came, the meteor hit the
Or
Earth.
is that all on a silk cloth and he's pulling it really fast to create the illusion of motion?
Yeah, 1,000. It's basically the Olympics in China. It's like 1,000 people are holding this cloth and just like running with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like 60 FPS.
30
They have-
frames per second. Oh,
Yeah.
60.
I don't know. You're right. I mean, if the movie's 24, then yeah, sure.
Chinese technology, man. It could be 120.
They have like this 3D animation going on too. It's really cool.
If the Tao-Te ever had that much nourishment, no corner.
Nah. So this is like low key Attack the Block also. Maybe that's why I like it.
But with
Attack the Block is
way
one of my-
way more aliens.
Yeah. And it's not like a bunch of kids in
Yeah.
London. It's like all of China.
Yeah, how
Might
does this
be why.
army like eat food? Like, who's funding this war?
They're eating the bodies of the aliens.
Oh, that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be interesting? And then slowly they turn into them, and that's why there's more.
yeah.
They turn into the things, and they're only fueling them. It's just a crazy.
Didn't that be the episode of Black Mirror where they like are killing the things, like those aliens?
What?
And then they realize the episode of Black Mirror where they're killing the aliens, and then spoiler alert, they find out that it's just humans that they didn't want it. They wanted to get rid of.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about, and I do now.
I don't remember
yeah.
that at all. Yeah. I gotcha.
That was a good
That one was-
episode.
oh,
Yeah, I like
okay.
that one.
Oh.
I saw it coming though, but I liked it.
I think I liked more of the techie ones.
I feel like there's about to be a song coming on. Like,
Yeah.
Let's get down to business
Boom.
to defeat
boom.
the aliens.
The greatest show on earth. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know how the song goes. I listen to it like every week. I don't remember the words.
I'm surprised you liked it.
Yeah, it's good. I like that song mostly. Like, it was like really
Yeah.
good intro. And then I was like, wait, I'm like, oh, that was all right. And I was waiting for the rest of the movie, and then they play that song again. I'm like, oh wow, that song's so good. And then I was like, that. It was like,
It just seems like musicals in general aren't your cup of tea, so I'm just surprised that you liked
yeah.
it.
I mean, they're not, but like, it was a good movie. I mean, like I said, it's basically, I really feel like Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, either intentionally or maybe unintentionally stole the format from Greatest Showman. It
Or
felt
they're
very.
kind of like all similar.
They might all be similar. I mean, it's not watching enough of those movies, but I was like, the pacing's exactly the same. It's this thing where it's like, hey, good things happen to these people, and then a little bit of a bad. Oh nope, it's turning around. They're fine. They died millionaires. Cool. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, so her general man died.
Oh no,
Man, I want to build her armor so bad.
it's
It's
cool.
like on my list.
Infinity Stones?
Yeah. So
Oh,
didn't you know that this
Marvel.
is a MCU, part of the MCU? But it got canceled by Netflix, so that's why there's only one.
Oh, too soon.
Ripperoni. Oh wow, Pedro Pascal cut his hair like real short. So the guys on the left are fire. They breathe fire. The guys on the right, they spit water.
And they hate each other.
Yeah.
Stop spitting water. It's up in my fire. You keep putting it out. You keep burning my water and evaporating it.
But
guys,
then,
you guys
when the
work
aliens
together.
attacked, they came together.
Oh.
I'm making all of this up, by the way.
I was like, wow, that's really in-depth storyline today. I don't think they would have gone over.
Boop, 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 boop. Like, I don't understand like drumming in wars, but I guess they're really important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never understood too. During the Civil War, they always had like a drummer boy or a guy with like flute, and it was like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to attack those guys. But I was always like, I was like, dude, like, you're not helping anyone. But apparently, yeah, like it's the whole thing. I don't know enough about
For
it.
morale.
Yeah, I think it took
like, I don't care.
It took Mad Max for me to understand that. Because of the guitar guy, the flame guitar guy in Mad Max.
Yeah,
Is basically their drummer boy. Ah, the songs of my people.
Who made all those lanterns? Those seem like a good use of their time during a war to make a bunch of paper lanterns.
When the aliens die, they turn into paper.
Oh,
They're just
wow.
sending them back into space.
It's so convenient that they're food and paper and like everything they need for like war and stuff.
You think the aliens are bad for invading, but it's actually these people are bad for hunting them down.
I mean, at
Kinda
least they're
wipe them
using
out.
all their entire like body. Like they're not letting anything go to waste.
As most Asian cuisines do.
They went forward. Then, by the grace of the ancient gods, the beast
Oh, Willem Dafoe's translating for us. How convenient.
It's kind of neat because it's kind of like he was just another one of their prisoners. Like, those two guys aren't the only ones. They're just their most recent ones, I guess. I don't know. You know
Well,
what I mean?
also the best ones though.
Yeah, way better.
Like, whoa, we're so lucky that. Where do they even come from? Why are they prisoners? They're just kind of there. Do we ever know?
I think they traveled from somewhere and they got caught. Something like that.
I don't know why you would want to go a place with monsters.
But they didn't know.
They didn't know? How does no one
No.
know? Big old aliens
That's why-
everywhere. It seems like a real
Well,
big
that's
issue.
why they put them on top of, they tied them up and then brought them on top of the wall to show them because they didn't know.
This seems all wild.
But also, back in the day, news doesn't travel fast.
I guess. I feel like you'd know about a meteor and then like
Not if you're from like a different continent.
you know.
Okay.
I don't know.
在西班牙建立。
Fight, kiss.
I don't know.
I like how Pedro Pascal still has like his accent.
He has his accent? What accent is that?
Like his not a fake British one. Like it's different from Matt Damon. It's kind of just like, oh, neat. Here we go. Second fight. Are you ready
he
for this?
eating? Doesn't seem
They have
appropriate
to.
time to eat.
You gotta
Why are
eat
they
before
coating the
game.
arrows in butternut squash soup?
Because the aliens are allergic. They can't eat the butternut.
Now they have those things at soccer games.
Are those ear trumpets? They're like,
It's
well,
so
listen.
they can hear. Yeah. It's what is it? Is it Van Gogh? Wait, not Van Gogh. What? In like the cartoons, there was always that old composer guy who put that thing to his ear so he can hear.
An ear trumpet.
Yeah. But I don't know who it was. Beethoven, thank you, Aranya.
Because Beethoven went deaf.
Well, yeah, that's why he needed an ear trumpet.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I got Beethoven's like, I'll just step back over here. I'll let you guys do it. I don't know what's going on. Like he wants to help, he doesn't know how. I'll
Just touch things.
I'll wax the floor.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Also, I love how these monsters like are waiting for these guys to attack first. Like they understand.
Well,
Or
don't
they're allowing
animals?
them to prepare. They're like, we'll let you.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Are
let
you
you make
ready?
the first move.
Are you ready? No. Okay, let us know. Are you
Don't
still
animals
not
do that?
ask if you're ready? Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah, like
bears won't do it until you're like, put your fists up.
yeah, and then that's when they
And then
know.
while you're
Yeah, they're
back.
like, okay. And then the bell rings. Ding ding.
Yeah. Well, first they tell you to meet them in the back at 3:00, and then they'll see if you back out or not, and then if you don't, that's when they have at it.
Yeah. They're like, meet me in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And they're like, give me your
Go
lunch
time.
money. I'm a bear.
And then I'm a bear. I need lunch. Hey, boo boo.
Well, that was pretty loud in their ears.
It was
Probably.
pretty.
Wait, is it an ear trumpet? I was making a joke. But
I
is
don't
it?
know what it is.
Because like it could also be like a trumpet.
No, they
maybe
had it up to their ear.
Oh, okay then.
maybe it's a bad time to tell you guys I was half asleep watching this.
Oh, great. We're based on your
Great.
half awake.
Wait, what?
Were you also under like anesthesia? Because that would also be like a really good like validation of how good this movie is.
I remember it being good, but I also don't remember it. You know what I mean?
What
So
is
where are the
that?
White
What are those?
Walkers?
Oh, that's so cool. Did they upgrade the wall? That seems like an upgrade.
That's all they do.
Yeah,
is
where was this the first time?
they
that's
build,
what I'm
they
saying.
learn. You know, you gotta learn.
I'm also curious, how long have they been fighting these aliens? Like, is it like, oh, these are new, or they've been like fighting them for like hours or days? I mean,
I
months,
think
years.
Yeah,
I'll find him. Forget him. He'd rather die trying to
I think because. Yeah, I think that's years.
room and brothel in the world. Good God.
Which is like funny because it's just like
This is really
now,
bad ADR.
The spoils for us. We need his bow.
This is how things sounded back then in alien country. Okay,
But it didn't even match his lips. That was so bad.
that's just Willem Dafoe being Willem Dafoe.
What?
Willem
Like,
Dafoe in the original concept was speaking Mandarin or Cantonese or whatever, but then they're like, "Oh, we're releasing this in America, so we're gonna ADR him speaking English."
he's like, but I learned so much Mandarin for this.
Oh, look, they're helping each other. Like the aliens are a little bit smart, you know?
Only a little bit. Are these like the only aliens? Is it like different types? Is it like Halo? Is this Halo? Who's Master
What
Chief?
now?
Is Matt Damon Master Chief?
Matt, their chief.
Matt or Chief Damon?
Yeah.
Why'd they chain him up? Why'd they chain up the alien?
So they know, like, so they can dissect them for science.
Yeah, so like the aliens, like they crashed here. Did they mean to?
They want to?
Was it like a spaceship or was it like an accident? I'm so confused. Are these aliens kind of like the aliens from Starship Troopers? Is this a Starship Troopers sequel?
Yep.
I don't understand. Is he fishing?
Yep to all those questions.
Also, do they have their own armor on their head right now, the aliens?
Yeah, I thought I saw that too. It looked like jade armor.
Oh, I think they're the evolutions.
Like Pokemon.
Are these EVs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water Eevee, Fire Eevee,
you
Alien
know how
Eevee,
like
Chinese Eevee.
you know how like movies they always like feature China because I like so China shows our movies and like we get
Yeah.
money from them. Is this
Yeah.
like someone was like, hey, what if we just make a movie about China? Like instead of like subtly going around it, but like what if we just do a China movie and they'll love it? And like, okay, is that what this movie is? I feel like someone was like, just instead of including them, just make the whole thing about them.
It's possible. I think this was like written by like an actual like Chinese director though or something.
But it seems so like it's got everything they love. China and the white American like movie stars. They love
And
them.
aliens.
Like, yeah, like because that's the thing. They like our movie stars, but they want the movies about them. So I feel like this was a big like just it's like they took the formula and they're like, well, what if we just do that? What the formula? No, you have to like subtly talk. No, what if we just did that? We just did that.
Let's just,
The thing that they like.
maybe it was just like for every 10 movies that reference China, we have to make a movie in China.
Yeah.
So is Matt Damon Katniss?
Everdeen?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
I mean, he shot that bowl earlier. He did a bowl thing. We didn't mention it because I thought it was dumb.
Oh yeah, in the
I wasn't
thing.
impressed at all.
Wow, you're a hard critic.
We took 3 arrows. Why didn't he do it with one and balance the bowl on 1 arrow? And that would have been a lot cooler.
Because
Oh, that would have been. Then I would have been impressed.
Got shot. Almost got shot.
I'm only saving you so I can kill you myself.
But he also got saved by his best friend.
Because we are best friends. Forever and ever. We're fighting together.
Best friends.
Oh, what is this? Stupid. You ruined my axe. No, you ruined my axe throw. Well, your axe hit my axe. Well, I threw my axe first.
It was my turn. No, it was my turn.
Wait, where'd they get? Wait, what?
What are they doing? I don't understand any of this.
I think that
The
I
noise?
think all the weapons that they make noise.
Is this the quiet place? Did they not get them? They're like, oh, we could avoid it by being quiet. Oh, that seems a lot easier.
Yeah, maybe the aliens are blind. I don't remember.
Does she speak?
Just leave them down there.
right.
They're dead meat, anyways.
Does she
like-
only speak Chinese? Because it's a
No,
big
she
problem
can
without
speak
the.
English.
Oh, okay. Because it's a big problem without subtitles. It's like one of the lead actors only speaks Chinese.
No, she's been speaking
Okay.
English.
Why is that on fire now? I'm so confused. Why are they shooting bottle rockets?
Because it's China.
Wow. How come we don't get any of those bottle rockets? blow up the ground.
You gotta go in the right places, Jared. Can't
Dude,
stay.
we went to Chinatown during 4th of July once, and it was like the coolest thing because we're walking and this lady's like, bottle rockets, fireworks. And we're like, what? She's like, fireworks. And we're like, yeah. And they took us inside, and then they lifted up this blanket, and it was all fireworks underneath. And it was like so cool. It was like buying illegal drugs and stuff. It was
Illegal drugs and stuff.
Well, I mean, they're illegal, and it feels the same as if you're like going to like a drug deal. It was cool. I highly recommend going to Chinatown in Los Angeles and buying illegal fireworks.
Wow,
They're-
you just outed a bunch of vendors.
you gotta find them though. Good luck.
It's Chinatown. How hard is that?
Quick note. If you're not from California, fireworks are illegal here. Just so you're like not like what? I could just get those anywhere. We don't have that luxury.
Certain type of fireworks, like the big ones. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we have like a lot of rules on what is okay, what isn't okay.
But in a lot of
Same in
counties,
Ohio.
all fireworks are illegal though.
Yeah, anything that like goes overhead is
No. All fireworks are illegal in some counties. In a lot
Oh,
of
really?
them. Yeah.
Oh,
Like where I live, you can't have any fireworks.
what about like sparklers?
Technically, I don't think so. I don't think anyone's gonna stop you, but they don't sell them.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Look over the wall.
But like Montebello, the safe ones are legal, but everyone has illegal ones. It's crazy over there.
Yeah.
It's better than Disneyland, honestly.
I'm not gonna out anyone I know, but we usually hang out with them.
Yeah, no, it's,
Fourth of July.
no, dude. Okay, so there's a house behind because I always go to my grandma lives in Montebello, and that's where we go. And every year from when I was a kid, so like 20 years of this, like more. I don't even know. I don't even remember when it started. The house behind her house is just like constantly overhead boom, overhead boom, over. I don't understand. Like what? Like they're so. I don't get it. Like it's a lot of money. And they're so like every year for this. Like, what is it about it that makes them so like we save up our money all year long so we can blow it on fire? Like, it's crazy how consistent they are. It's amazing.
A lot of money depending on where you get it.
The volume makes it expensive, no matter what. Like, even if you're
but say it's either a family or a party, and each person brings like two or three. You know.
Yeah. But
I'm
it's
not
just like
speaking from experience or anything
that's
like
a good point.
that.
That's a good point.
but-
It's just the consistency and the volume for 20 years where they're just so like I don't know, it's crazy. I honestly I find fireworks boring. I think you've seen them once, you've seen them all. That's how I feel.
Except for the ones in Montebello.
Well, I don't care. I'm more impressed with like the amount of money being spent than I am with the fireworks themselves. What is this rock on a stick? What is he doing? He likes this.
Oh.
It's his food.
His pet rock.
The alien's pet rock. He's like, I feel if you don't
Oh,
behave.
it's like their kryptonite, I think.
It just looks like a rock to me, like a normal rock.
I think it's part of the meteor that crashed down.
They're ripping off a lot of movies. Then that's a big
Yeah.
Superman. Like
This is basically Attack the Block / Superman / China.
yeah. Wow, it's really dark, and I thought that guy was just hovering through the air, just like sitting down.
It's the king.
That was like when I went to Japan and we were going through all like the temples and the castles. That one thing I always thought I thought was funny was like, this is the temple or like the castle that, and it's like it's a lot of land, or it's I don't even say it's a lot. It was big, and like there's a moat, and like that's real cool. But I'm like, you know what, honestly, this is Garbo. This is a garbage house for like a king. Like I would even want to live here if you asked me to. And I was laughing at that because that's like our level of luxury and technology makes like their houses. Yeah, like your castle's crap. All the rooms look the same, and honestly, it's like an acre of land. My grandpa has like 3 acres of land in the desert. I could build a better castle over there with
You know
Xbox
what's fun?
and PlayStation.
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about that the other day. Because I was just like, man, like all these like castles are like stone, you know, like like Ireland castles are like stone, Hogwarts like drab, gray, blah 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 blah. And I was like, that's not fun. But then I was like, wait, but that's all they have.
Yeah, it's very cool, but you know what? Cold all the time. That's why in like Game of Thrones or like in anything historical, they're always wearing their stuff. Because you know what? It'd be impossible to warm that thing. No matter what, it'd just be cold all the time. Yeah, it'd be cold all the time. Every room cold. Even in summer, probably cold. Like it's probably just cold, like 24/7 in there. Might be good, nice for some people, but again, it's just like that. You get out of bed, got to put on your robe thing.
Gotta put on your robe thing.
And even with modern technology, hitting those rocks would be so hard. You'd only be able to heat like specific rooms. It'd just be like, it'd be crazy. Wouldn't it be nice?
Trust me.
What I would want is a fake castle. Like I would want to make a building that looked like a castle, but it's all modern made. But then like, if you know, in my den, there's like that brick wall.
Yeah.
That's fake. It's real brick, but it's only like an inch thick. That's how it should be. Like
so, kind of like gold plated, but
yeah,
brick-plated.
exactly. So it's all like insulated, but then you have like a layer of rock around it. So it might be cold to the touch, but overall, like the insulation would be really good. That's how you should do it. So you get a castle.
I don't even like that though.
I think I would. I think it'd be awesome, but it'd function all the same. There'd be vents, and you could hide like through like a very porous rock. You'd hide one of your like heater, your central air behind it, and it'd be like, that's how I'd want it. I don't want it to look all like that, but then have all the necessities of a modern.
Nah, I wouldn't want it to look like.
Okay, you can paint yours pink then. How about that? Would that make you happy?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm super spoiled because of Final Fantasy 15 because his castle was like marble and tile and black and gold, and it was beautiful. So I would want that. And then we could have like a tunnel, not a tunnel, but like a bridge between our 2 castles. So that way we don't have to go outside.
A channel.
So a what?
A channel.
What did you call me?
Channel. I think it's an underwater tunnel.
Oh, would you do it underwater? I was thinking it like up.
No. Oh, you mean an air bridge?
Yeah, like how are we connecting our 2 castles?
I was thinking underwater across because like there'd be definitely moats or lakes or something in between, and then have a bridge, a tunnel underneath.
Oh, I see.
So Subnautica.
More like Rapture.
Oh, okay.
A channel, I think they have that in, I want to say New York, but I could be wrong, because Seinfeld.
So what is your kingdom known for?
Grasshoppers.
That's not like a tradable thing. Like what? I have to have something.
Well, I'm
you
sorry.
have to have something.
I meant crickets. But they're specifically the crickets that are trained to do like the. So, anyways, how about that traffic? They're those were crickets. They're the famous ones. Comedic timing crickets. Trained very highly.
I was gonna say like sugar or something like that, but I guess that also works. What about your recipes? What does your castle look like?
My castle?
Yeah.
it's
Have a look. See if
not sure about the outside, but I know on the inside there'd be lots of coffee, lots of espresso machines.
The castle's made out of beans.
Yes, made out of coffee beans.
Just bean. It smells good all the time, and that's what your specialty is. And so if
That's
me and Jared wanted coffee, we'd have to go to your kingdom.
Well,
And then
you
just lick
go to your
the side
smelly
of the-
kingdom.
Lick the side of the castle to get your coffee.
So is this like a house made of candy type of situation?
Are we Hansel and Gretel now?
The snozberries taste like
Taste like-
snozberry.
Well,
The
then I
coffee
get,
tastes like coffee.
my problem is like I never thought like I'm thinking like an Ireland castle or something like that. So like sugar cane doesn't grow there. But now I'm thinking it would be nice if my kingdom did sugar, yours did coffee, and Tiffany, yours could do cream. And then we have a whole. Then we have the horizontal or is it vertical? We have a capitalization on the vertical trade. You know.
Yeah.
The whole coffee industry.
So how like, because I'm thinking, are we like, is it a triangle? Like, how are we, like, where is our kingdoms placed?
they need more than us.
I don't know. Are you
Do they have to
asking
be
me
in
to like look
Ireland?
up a map? Like,
No, like at first I was thinking like in a line, but then that's a lot of travel between the two people on the outside, you know?
yeah. Well,
Right,
if
so
it's a channel underneath that could connect all three in a line, and we could put like some trains, Tiffany.
Oh, I do like trains.
So there's
That's
that.
a good idea.
We.
That's not bad. Not a bad idea. I like that.
You come with me.
It's a good idea.
I can't do that now.
So,
Stay and fight.
do you guys have like a flag?
Pirate flag, obviously.
A pirate,
You mean a Jolly Roger?
Yeah.
a Jolly Rancher?
Oh, I
No.
want that. No, I want
A
Jolly
Jolly
Rancher.
Rancher? Blueberry, blue raspberry, or whatever.
Nah, strawberry.
What? Wait. What?
Watermelon.
Is that the green one?
Pink.
Oh. No, blue.
Pink. Blue?
No,
Blue's
red.
pretty good. Blue's
Yeah.
pretty good.
This is how we start our
Wait,
war.
red. You mean cherry?
Is it cherry? I thought it was strawberry.
Red is. I don't. Yeah, no. Red is cherry.
I haven't had a Jolly Rancher in forever. So
This
I
is
don't
how the
remember.
war.
Oh, you should
the
come to my
war
work. I
between
think we have some.
Our kingdoms start. Blue raspberry, no cherry, no watermelon.
Did you guys dumb?
Then we raise our flags, we raise our Jolly Ranchers, and then we start attacking.
I
I
don't
try
know why,
to.
but
Uh huh.
I imagined I don't know why, but I imagined all of our castles are Legos now. I don't know why.
Well, my moat is cream.
Cream?
Yeah, because you
So
said
just,
that
like,
I deal with cream.
Yeah, so it just spoils like immediately. Like,
It smells
but-
so bad.
It's always like churning and.
how
there's,
come
like,
you guys never want to come to my castle? Your
Tiffany
castle
smells like
smells.
dead. It smells like rotten milk.
You smell like rotten milk, but my skin probably feels real good.
Are you swimming in it?
I mean, I can.
Like what
right?
type
Why
of
not?
cream?
Like
Like are we
know.
talking
Oh.
milk cream? Or are we talking like
goat
like,
cream?
Are we talking medicated cream?
Oh yeah, you just like order all the lotion in the world.
You guys never specified, so it's just cream, whatever that means. It could be anything.
It's all it's all of it. It's just like whatever you have on hand that day, you just dump it in there.
but
this is cream.
Combination.
This is creamy.
Cream of
guys-
mushroom.
It has the word cream in it. In you go.
Milk is good for your skin.
Tried to stop.
Dare to speak to me.
Just
I
smear
guess.
cream of mushroom
Isn't
soup on
it?
your skin and see what happens.
I think it's good for your skin. Good quote unquote because of the lactic acid. I think that's a thing in milk.
So that's my kingdom, lactic acid.
Them. Why would I be here? To stop them.
You
She's mad. She
Do they
mad.
fall in love?
He knows that's not true.
Because they freaking better.
kill myself.
She just threatened to kill him, though.
Is this
so.
Samurai 2?
Samurai Jack?
Samurai 2. Isn't that what was the movie? Matt Damon was a samurai man. What was that?
No,
Samurai?
I think you're thinking of Tom Cruise.
Oh, damn it. Is it Tom Cruise? Tom
And
Cruise is
it's
a
the
samurai
last
man?
samurai. It can't
The
be
last
samurai.
samurai.
Because he was the last one.
The lastest samurai.
The most last. Even laster.
Previous.
More last than the other guy.
Maybe Matt Damon's just Tom Cruise's son.
Oh,
Wait,
And
why
maybe
does
he's
this dude
part-
have grayscale?
Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make sense because samurais are Japanese. Damn it. That
wait,
doesn't work
what?
out.
Recipes?
He has grayscale. This is totally Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's why Oberyn Martell is in it.
Yeah.
I like the idea that they just they're like, hey, can we film a movie on your set, Game of Thrones? Yeah, well, only if we're not using it. Okay, we'll just like stay out of your way and we'll film our movie over here. And they just like, it's all the same stuff. You see like some of the Game of Thrones actors in the background.
That has to happen, right? That has to have happened. There's only so much space you can film things.
Also, that flying shot in the beginning where they're like flying through the camera's flying through the mountains. That was so bad because you could see the shadows from like the digital cutouts. Like it was like those.
I'm
those
sorry,
photos.
Recipes. Have you been to ancient China in a while?
Yeah, of course you're going to see the kites that they use to hoist up the cameras into the air. Of course you're going to see that.
This is a documentary, okay? Like.
His eye makeup is on point though.
His eye makeup? Eye
Oberyn
makeup.
Martell.
Oh. In this movie?
Yeah.
It
He looks
just
like he had a bunch of mascara on just like 2 seconds ago.
What the hell is that? What's going on? I looked down for a second and there's like diapers everywhere.
well, everyone's shitting their pants.
Get out the big
Now
diapers.
they're flying now.
Wait, is he in prison again? What did he do? I don't understand
Oh,
what's happening
they
with
screwed
Matt
up.
Damon.
She got mad at him for some reason, but I don't remember why.
Why is everybody burning?
She's like, you won't love me, therefore I'll lock you up. He's like, that trope is over and overplayed.
I'm so confused. Why is everything burning?
I think the aliens.
So they did the lanterns a couple nights ago, and they're like, hey, I have a good idea. What if we make big ones and we get on them and they got on fire and like, this is a disaster.
I love that key ring. It's like the Willy Wonka key ring where it's like, let me see if this one works. Nope. Let me see if this one works.
I was thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean.
The dog.
Yeah, the dog.
The doggy. I remember that was
Doggy's
such a
in
big
the
deal.
Ride.
They included it in the movie.
Dumb movies.
Hi.
I'm kidding. I only like the first one.
Yeah, with the dog.
It's such a good ride.
You what?
It's actually
such a good
not.
attraction.
It's actually not. Like I went on it. I went on it not that long ago, and I was like, "What is the deal with this
The
ride?"
Florida one.
Oh, okay. Is the Florida one different? Because the other one, this one, I'm like, you know what? It's not that good. There's 2 drops, and you sit there a bunch. It's
Well,
like-
that's why they're not called rides.
yeah,
they're
they're
called
attraction.
attractions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. In that case, I would definitely say it's a bad ride, and probably you could make the argument that it's a good attraction.
Yeah. There's only 2 rides at Disneyland. Space Mountain and Mr. Toad's
Wild Ride, because it has in the name.
Yeah.
How could you get that confused? I can't. Man, recipes. Were you there when I live streamed that on Instagram?
No.
Man, we went to Disneyland and I was like live streaming a bunch of stuff. And I thought that was one of the things I live streamed, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I had a good time on that 30-second long ride. I had like 2 people's view that thing. I should have saved it to the stories. I'm not sure if that existed yet. Wait, that's not a rock. It's a piece of poop.
It's the meteor.
Or is that its toe?
It's toe. Oh, is it?
Remember they
Oh, is
cut
it the
off its
hand that they...
foot?
You know what? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Why is that?
I think it's
like what makes it?
You know what? I
Maybe
think
that
it
was the
belonged to the
alpha.
queen. Yeah.
Oh, they're like
queen
calm
bee.
down. I'm like pheromones and stuff.
Yeah. So basically, attack the block.
What was that thing? Oh, so that is the alpha that they captured.
This is very much
Scientific.
like no, that's not what I was gonna say. A Quiet Place.
A quiet
Yeah.
place. It sounds like it's just attack
'Cause
the
it-
block. Then.
Yeah, a little bit. But like it's a lot of like the aliens, like they're like, oh, that thing above their head that like vibrates. That looks like something that I don't know, man. Is it magnetic? I'm so confused what that rock is. That doesn't make anything sense. It doesn't look like a foot at all. It looks like rock. It looks like a piece of poop.
I think it's a rock. I don't know.
But then like magnet. Oh man, gosh, what is going on?
It's probably a meteor, and it's magnetic.
Well, that's just too boring. Then that's a boring answer.
But it's a Chinese meteor. That's magnetic. Does that make it
So
better?
now this is Wizard of Oz with the flying balloons, the hot air balloons. Or what is? No, that's not Wizard of Oz. What's the one with James Franco?
The Peach, James and Giant Peach.
No, James
Now
Franco.
you see me?
James Franco, is that
No, that is Oz. Wizard of Oz.
North Korea?
Yeah, but I can't remember.
North Korea?
What?
Oh,
North
interview.
Korea.
Interview.
Interview?
What?
The North Korea
Tiffany
movie?
knows what I'm talking about.
What is it?
They hate us because they ain't us.
That's what I'm saying. What are you saying,
Oz the
Recipes?
Great and Powerful.
Oh,
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
North Korea.
It's all fake. It's all fake. You think you fancy?
You just saying quotes now?
Isn't that what we're doing? Isn't this the
I
game
don't
that
know,
we've been
man.
playing?
Huh.
I just like how everyone's
Interesting.
super flippy.
I bought $1 worth of Bitcoin today.
That's,
$1 whole worth of bitcoins.
A whole $1.
that's not
That
worth anything.
inflation, though.
No, I know.
Even if it goes up like 10x, you'll get $1 and like
$10.
10 cents. Yeah.
Hey,
Not
maybe that
even.
will come in clutch, one day. You're gonna be like, I ran out all my money.
I'm scared that none of the crypto is going to go even close to like going back up, and I lost all my money.
I bought so much Dogecoin.
That's a mistake. Even
I
the
know.
creator's like, "What are you guys doing? This was a joke." When the
I
creator's
think-
like that, I usually like no.
I
but
think
Go
I
ahead.
knew a guy who spent $300 equivalent on Bitcoin.
That's nothing. That's amateur hour.
But that's $300 that he does not have anymore.
When did he buy it? That's very key.
I think maybe like last year or a year or two ago.
Because he could also have made some quick cash right there.
Yeah, possibly. But from the stories he told me, he should not have bought it. Beep, beep. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could wear that all the time.
What?
Like these fancy Chinese clothes.
Pretty fancy, yeah.
And her armor all the time. To work. To my desk job.
I mean, you'd be protected from aliens.
Yeah, just in case. Oh yeah, so their king is like a kid. If that wasn't clear.
He's like, I want to play Fortnite.
He doesn't
Why
Fortnite
not? You have to fight, you have to defend yourself from the aliens. No, I want to play Fortnite. I want to know what the cube is doing.
And then he's just like, and then they convince him by saying like, oh, it's just Fortnite, but IRL.
This is part of Fortnite. It's okay. There's a new update.
There's an underground canal here.
Well, there's an underground canal that connects the coffee kingdom to the cream kingdom and the sugar kingdom.
Is it a channel or is it a tunnel?
Well, it's a tunnel in China, so it has to be a channel, right?
I don't think that's how it works. Well, there's water. It might be a channel. It might be leaking. The channel might be leaking.
How's the plumbing in this area?
Or is this a wedding and someone's getting married and it's Crazy Rich Asians?
Oh man, so everything's flooded.
Yeah.
I like that, where they just change it altogether.
What is What? I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand what's the deal with this alien. Oh, this is pretty. What is this color room?
Oh, that's their. Oh, I see. I don't remember what that was, but I remember that being a thing. But the kid, not the kid.
Is that the king?
No, that's a different kid.
Oh,
The general
Mr. Damon,
kid.
I don't feel so good.
No, how dare you?
Was the kid like, I'm going to employ all my best friends to fight in the army?
Maybe.
So where did that infinity medallion go?
Hold on, you're onto something here, recipes. Is this just Avengers?
I know,
Chinese Avengers.
because those are the aliens that Loki had, aren't they?
Oh, the Chitauri?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Not a bad theory. Oh, Ripperoni. She's sad now. She's like, my son, my son. Welcome to the Rainbow Room, Mr. Wonka.
I want this to be Willy Wonka, but like, names like, and then it was all fake, and it was a test, and you passed it, Matt Damon.
And they're all crying because
Yeah.
people actually died.
Well, it's not any different than the real Willy Wonka. Pretty much on point with that remake.
Chinese Willy Wonka. Avengers Willy Wonka.
What if Willy Wonka is like the one who crafted the stones, the Infinity Stones?
That was
Oh my
creepy.
god.
And he's like, it was just supposed to be candy. I don't know what happened.
Why are you guys not eating it?
And you'll see. Like he's singing the song while he's going down the river. Like
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like there was
It's
that room where he like walked in and it got smaller, right? And the door was all tiny. Like, if that's not manipulating the universe with the redstone, like I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on, I think you're onto something.
I wonder if they'll reveal anything in the new animated Netflix series about that, of him being like some demigod. Oh, he's Loki. He's Loki. Willy Wonka's Loki. I figured it out. It's all coming.
or Loki is Willy Wonka.
Either way, you know, it didn't say it's one of his personas or whatever.
Did you cut out?
No, I'm here.
Oh, that was weird.
What happened? Maybe it cut out for
My
you.
thing- Yeah, it made like a bunch of like crazy noises and then it was silent.
Oh, I
It
died.
was like bizarre.
I
Oh, you died.
What is? Why? I don't know. I'm so done with this movie. Now there's a guy holding a rock up.
It's the same rock.
I know, but he's just like the way he's holding it, like as if it's going to shoot a laser out and protect
He's
it.
trying to lure the alpha in there.
No
Hey.
glass looks like that. No, nothing looks like that.
I'm sorry, have you been to ancient China recently?
Yes. Yes, recently I've been to ancient China.
Jared, that's Japan.
Oh,
You went to
dang it.
Japan.
I went to ancient Japan. Sorry. And this is how they invented the first firework. Oh, they're too smart.
So like these aliens are like continuously like getting smarter for some reason. They're gonna try again because if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Waste all your time trying again. Oh, they're pretty glass. You have the rock. Nice one. Nice catch with the magnet.
The scene is really pretty.
What if he threw that up and she didn't think of that? She's like, what am I supposed to do with that? He's like, why didn't you go? And he's like, I don't know what he wanted me to do. You didn't throw it to me at all. Oh, metal. Like, it always works out in movies, but I probably wouldn't have thought of that initially. I'd be like, why you not throw it to me?
I think that's why what makes Ant-Man so funny, because they like say stuff like that.
I do like that he keeps like, let me shoot another arrow. And they keep deflecting it. I don't understand what he's trying to do.
I think distract them, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, so now they're coming after him.
Give me the spear.
I've trained for this my whole life.
Her whole life, so
And he's like, no, let me do it. Yeah, but can I try? I wish it was something that she's like, I trained for this my whole life. He's like, no, let me do it. He just takes it and like chucks it at them and goes, huh, that didn't work. She's like, why did you do that?
And she goes, Carlos.
He did chuck the rock. He did do that. Oh, it ate it. Why was that one such a bigger explosion? That doesn't make any sense.
Don't know.
Well, I can't believe I called it. He just chucked the rock at. I kind of thought that too, though. I was like, why doesn't he chuck the rock and then shoot the arrow? And then he did that, and I was like, okay, then.
See, they listen to you. This movie.
And then they're gonna fall in love. They're gonna fall in love. I bet you anything. It's gonna be so cliche.
Oh my god, this is so World War Z.
This movie's dumb.
This is really World War Z.
Or is this movie great? It's like, if you love those movies, you can't deny that you love this one. You're like, fine, I guess I love this movie by default, by proxy.
Yeah, like it's a hive mind. This is a common thing. This is an Avengers.
So what was the other movies? So it's Avengers, World War Z,
Willy Wonka,
and Attack on the Block. It's all those movies in one.
Yes.
And Game of Thrones.
And Game of Thrones.
And The Last Samurai.
And Revenant.
They have. Oh my god.
And A Quiet Place, or I just said.
Yeah, A Quiet Place. There you go. That's one.
How's life without me? A little slow.
And
You're a hero after all.
Born.
Well, it looks that way. You seem pleased with yourself. And what are they giving you for all of your troubles?
And Superman.
And Superman.
All the black powder I can carry.
And Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. So what is this? Do you hate to rub my nose?
And Transformers.
Well, would you blame me? The last time I saw you, you left me for dead. And the time before that, I saved your
And Kingsman.
True.
And Matt Damon.
Choice.
And Jason Bourne.
The black powder.
I said that!
Oh, I wasn't listening.
How dare you?
Please tell me you chose the powder.
Who I then thought was Leonardo DiCaprio from The Revenant.
What movie was he in? Django, and then Django.
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
I want the prequel, Django Chained. I want the backstory with the lore.
But what happened to Django Fett?
He died. Tiffany.
Django, but he got chained.
No, but he died in
Django
episode
Fett
2.
Unchained.
Episode 2.
Django Fett Unchained.
I came to say goodbye.
Not marry him? Why?
No,
what is
she's
happening?
like, I hate you.
No.
I hate you.
No.
You ruined everything.
That's
I
not
had
how
it
these
under
movies
control.
are supposed to end.
Yeah. She's like, listen here. I trained my whole life. You came in here. You threw the rock. And now I have to commit seppuku.
Or it's like the thing. She's like, I trained my whole life. He's like, let me try. And then his thing worked. And she's like, well, what the hell was I doing with my life? Which is even worse. Because you can't even be like, I told you so.
Similar than I thought.
Thank you, General.
No, oh my gosh! I was like, no, they're gonna be like, JK, marriage. I don't believe
No.
this. I don't
Not
freaking
Wait, what
believe
was her
this.
name?
You can't do this to me.
Was her name Jenna?
No, her name is not Jenna. He said
It sounded
general.
like he said. Oh, I swear to God, I thought he said Jenna. I was like, wow, they really did screw up make this movie.
I just don't trust you to make it out of here.
And then she shoots an
Jenna.
arrow in his back, and she's like, "That's what you get for not marrying me." Leave no witnesses.
Look at that wall.
Yeah, it's a kind of a dumb design. It like loops back on itself. Oh boy! Directed by Zhang. Oh, I missed it. So what we do now, you guys, if you're new to the podcast, what we do is we rate the podcast based on how we think.
You rate the podcast.
Well, you rate the podcast on iTunes and podchaser.com. Go check those websites out. But what we do is we rate the movie on how we think it is for movie night. Like this situation, watching it with your friends, making jokes, doing silly voices, commenting on the how the economical turns have forced movies to evolve and adapt to the changing marketplace. You know, that stuff. And then we rate it out of 10, and we let you know what we think for it. Not the movie itself. So if you're like, I love this movie, it's my favorite movie, and we give it a 1, don't feel bad. It might be a great movie, but it's rated based on this viewing of a group watching. Also, a lot of these movies, most of us haven't seen them, so I still consider myself to have not watched any of these movies on this podcast, because if I'm talking over them, I don't know what's going on. If you want to check out, if you want to know some more information, go check out bufferbuddies.com. There's a link to our Discord, so if you want to listen live, comment in our chat room at like Aranya, Chris, Seichiyami. Oh man, we got a lot of people in here. Yeah. I think. Oh, Dimples. If you want to be one of those people, you can join a Discord. Come in live Friday nights at 8 p.m. or pretty much when we record right now. You can also check out the next movie and vote on what movie you want us to see or suggest them on our Reddit. All those links are on bufferbuddies.com. Go check out that. And also, me and Tiffany stream on Twitch. Go check out our Twitch page, twitch.tv/UpDownLeftDie for that info stuff. I also do like VR and a lot of cool stuff. Who wants to go? Who wants to go first?
I will. I give this movie 10 out of 10 rainbow rooms.
And I give it 7 out of 10 cream moats.
I feel like I'm kind of on the fence between 6 or 7. There's some really good parts for a movie night, but I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 Magic Rocks.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's good.
I'll go ahead and read seichiyami's, and he gives it 10 out of 10 Zzerglings by saying, this is Starcraft, right?
And then Chris Alberti gives it 10 out of 10 Matt Damon's outfits.
Always make me proud, Chris.
It's always like I'm surprised you didn't go like 10 out of 10 aliens or something like that. 10 out of 10 Great Walls. That's pretty much it. You guys check us out check us out on the podcast. Tell your friends. We're a small podcast, but if you need something to do over a long period of time, maybe you're a trucker. Tell all your trucker friends. Get on that CB radio and be like, breaker. We got a great podcast up in here, and people will be like, what? And you'll be like, up in here, we got a great podcast, and they're like, please say over when you're done talking over. And you're like, it's a great podcast. And they're like, you're not listening. I'm going to turn you off now. And then you go, Buffer Buddies, over. And that's how you get everyone else on board with this podcast.
And then your car breaks down, and then you have to call someone to come get you.
You have to call your dad, who's also a trucker. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.